means peace. Islam teaches that one can only find peace in one's life by submitting to the will of God, which, like I said before, his name is Allah in Arabic, the God, in the heart, soul, and in deed. The same Arabic root word gives us salam alaikum, which means peace be with you, which is the universal Muslim greeting. Who is a Muslim? A person who believes in and consciously follows the religion of Islam is called a Muslim. The religion is called Islam. The followers are called Muslims. Who is Allah? Allah is the Arabic word for God or the God. It is used by any native Arabic-speaking person as the word for God, regardless if they are Muslim, Arab Christian, or Arab Jewish. What is the Quran? The Quran is the holy book for Muslims, believed to be verbally revealed in parts to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, over a period of 23 years. 13 years in Mecca and 10 years in Medina, Saudi Arabia. Prophet Muhammad, who is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the last and final prophet and messenger to get direct revelation from Allah through the angel Jibreel, or Gabriel. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born in the year 570 AD and died in 632 AD. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, first revelation was when he was 4 years old in the cave of Hira in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, where he was squeezed by angel Jibreel 3 times and was told to read, "In the name of your Lord and Cherisher, who created man out of a mere clot of congealed blood." Surah, or chapter 96, ayahs, verses 1 through 2. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, received revelation for 13 years in Mecca and 10 years in Medina. What is the Islamic calendar? Islam follows the lunar calendar that is 12 months long in a year that is 354 days. Each month can have 29 or 30 days, depending on the visibility of the moon. The current Islamic year is 1440, which is called the Hijri calendar, which just began on September 12, 2018. This is based on the year that Prophet Muhammad left Mecca to migrate to Medina in the year 622 AD. The Islamic calendar does not align with the solar Gregorian calendar. Ramadan moves 11 or 12 days earlier each year. Next year, Ramadan will start on May 5th, 2019. This is a map. I'm going to do some history stuff. Of the world's population of Muslims. So the lighter green is the least amount of population. The darker green is the most amount of population. And you see it started in Saudi Arabia and it's spread out to the right and to the left and all the way even down to the Asian area. Okay, next. Where does Islam rank in the world? Religion. After Christianity, Islam is the second largest religion in the world. As of 2010, the world Muslim population was approximately 1.6 billion. Of the 1.6 billion Muslims, 62% live in South and Southeast Asia. Okay, this is a test. Don't do it until people guess, okay, Mahmoud? Which country has the largest Muslim population?
I know already. We taught that
Okay,
walking
so,
together.
all right,
Be quiet.
so somebody who didn't go to walking together, raise their hand and see if they can answer it.
Yep. Yay!
What did you say?
Good job. Indonesia.
Indonesia. Okay, thank you. Press the button. Indonesia. Okay. This is just a quick. Go ahead, next. A quick few people that are famous, Muslims that you might know. Some of them I have no idea who they are, but some young kids do. The one that really surprised me was the wonderful astronaut, Anusha Ansari, and Karim Abdul-Jabbar bin Yusuf, of course, Muhammad Ali, and for the young kids, there's Lucia Fiasco and Zayn Malik. And the next slide. Hey, go back. Go back.
That's it.
Oh, you missed one. Okay. And there's Linda Sarsour, which she's very politically active in Brooklyn. And there is a famous Olympian that everybody saw this year, or in the last Olympics, Iqtija Muhammad, and also another one called Delia Muhammad. Iqtija, she won the fencing gold and bronze, and Delia won the track and field. There's also Malala, everybody knows about Malala, and there's also Yusuf Islam, who was formerly called Cat Stevens, the most beautiful voice, and he became a Muslim after a major, catastrophe happened to him. He was in the ocean swimming, and the waves kept on taking him deeper into the ocean, deeper into the ocean. And I guess when you're by yourself, and they told him not to swim by yourself, but he did. And all he could do is pray to God to save him. And he said, if you save me, I will search until I find what is right for me. I mean, I don't know. He said something. I don't know exactly. But then at that moment, the waves started coming the other way, and he went to shore, and he went on his journey, and he discovered Islam. And he has a beautiful voice, and he has many beautiful songs to this day. There's also Dr. Oz, TV, everybody knows, and Dave Chappelle is a comedian, and Akon is a singer. Okay, oh, there it is. All right, go ahead. Next.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the 6 pillars of faith, or Iman in Arabic. So one of the most important things when you open the Quran in Arabic is it says that you have to believe in the unseen. That's one of the most important things for us, is to believe in the unseen. And of course, the first thing is to believe in Allah, which means the unseen because you don't see him. And when the kids were little, I used to explain, do you see the air that we breathe? And they would look at me and they say no. And I'm like, well, that's God. You don't see him, but he's there. The angels, we believe they are light, so we don't see them, but they're all around us. We believe we each have 2 angels, one on the right and one on the left. And the one on the right writes all the good deeds, and the one on the left writes all the bad deeds. So I hope my right angel is very busy today. And we believe in all the holy books, the Torah, the Gospel, the Psalms, and of course the Quran. We believe in all the prophets, Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and everyone in between, and ending with Muhammad, peace be upon them all. The day of judgment and the hereafter, heaven and hell, and predestination. And also, within all of that, there's also free will. Facts about Islam. Islam is a monotheistic belief in one God. Islam is an Abrahamic religion, meaning we believe in the Torah, the Gospels, and the Psalms. We believe that our holy book, the Quran, is the verbatim word of God. We believe that the teachings called Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who we believe is the last prophet of God. Muslims do not believe in the Christian Trinity or that Jesus is the Son of God. However, Muslims respect and believe that Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, and we believe in all the prophets of God. We cannot be Muslim if we don't believe in all the prophets from the beginning of time. You can't. You cannot call yourself a Muslim. It just doesn't make sense. In Islam, consuming pork and alcohol is prohibited. Acts such as gambling and adultery are also prohibited. The 5 pillars of Islam is the testimony of faith, prayer 5 times a day, fasting in the holy month of Ramadan, giving charity, which is 2.5% of whatever is left over at the end of the year. You have to give to charity because it's their right. The poor have a right on you. And the pilgrimage to Mecca, which you can do once. It's the 5th pillar that is not obligatory if you cannot do it financially or if you cannot do it health-wise. Otherwise, you have to. Because at the time when Islam came, there was no airplanes. There was, everybody had to go by camel, so it was a difficult journey. So This is the last slide for Islam 101, but just so that you know, the first pillar, which is the Shahada, which is the declaration of faith, in Arabic, I'll let Mahmoud say it. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet or messenger. And the interesting facts about this is if a person wanted to convert to Islam, this would be the only statement they would need to recite. Arabic, like Hebrew, is written from right to left. Okay.